This is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Now, New York starting five. Inside, it'll be the dynamic pair of Anunoby and Cat. Landry Shamet is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 3. And for the Spurs, Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby standing tall in the middle. Castle is out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Champagnie at the small forward position. The start of a fresh season. But we know the focus for both of these teams is to come out strong today.
Yeah, for the first handful of games, you just want to play hard and build some chemistry. Get more comfortable with your teammates while also learning their tendencies and preferences.
And so it's New York with it, following that last three-pointer by San Antonio. Here's Towns. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
I'll say this, nice play by Towns. This guy can get it done. Back to the basket or facing it, doesn't matter.
Wembanyama with a bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Towns, that's good.
This guy's more comfortable from that range than most 7-footers. Mr. Towns, such a sweet shooting big.
Castle misses.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Anunoby. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson.
Well, OG Anunoby is just continuing to add to his skill set. Nice finish on the interior.
Vassell, and all around the rim that time before dropping. Vassell's got 5 points.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Well, we know he can shoot it, Doris, but Karl Anthony Towns is most effective when he's also working in the paint.
He has such an effective arsenal offensively that he's most effective when he's getting to each of those aspects. So, you have back-to-the-basket skills, no doubt. If there's a mismatch, go at the mismatch. But he is also so effective as a driver. Straight line, with intent, and efficient off the bounce. He can also hit mid-range. There is nothing he can't do on the offensive end.
And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, personally, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the link to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
It's good.
Yes, out shooting well, Barnes. Really strong suits offensively.
Knicks trail by 3. All right, let's get a report from Alec.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. Coach talked about avoiding bumping Brunson on drives. He told me sometimes Jalen moves into defenders, and you can almost pull the chair if you remove yourself. Let him slip his momentum in a direction without allowing him to revert to shooting. We think it can make a difference. Brian, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Brunson against Castle. Stolen by Anunoby. Outside Brunson. Back to Shamet. Anunoby passes to Brunson. Shoots over Barnes. And he gets it to go off the front iron.
Boy, how highly skilled is Jalen Brunson with the ball in his hands. The ability to get anywhere on the floor that he wants to go.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
Outside Barnes. To stop the run. Champagnie, that's good.
And both teams already firing.
Hey, Barnes.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into the...
Taking care of us off soon.
This one.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. So San Antonio ends up going with a new group. New York also changed it up. Hart's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Clarkson subbed in for Shamet. Here's Anunoby. San Antonio's going 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Sohan outside to the paint. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. Well, since we have this break, here are the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. In third, the Knicks.
It seemed like almost every time they forced an error, they converted on it. Not just winning turnovers, but taking them to the bank.
Brunson passes to Towns. Back to Brunson. Anunoby for 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Here's Johnson. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Inside. Here's Hart. Shot from the low post is good.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assists.
Here's McLaughlin. Still without a bucket. And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild. But when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up. And still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
And the dunk to finish it off. Oh, beauty.
The vertical of O.G. Anunoby. Go ahead, sir. Finish with authority.
Out to the right wing. Here's Sohan. San Antonio again can't hit. And here's New York now. They're on an 11-3 run. And it's Brunson missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And Harper gets it to go.
Yeah, Harper really had to force his way through. No one gives rookies an easy time out there.
Pass to Clarkson. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
No good from outside. Tipped. Fast break. Here comes New York. Jump shot.
Damn.
An exclamation point on that break.
Transition basketball.
Whack it.
Reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And so it's O.G. Anunoby making things happen for New York. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be back in a moment. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
New York leading by 5. On the court right now for the Knicks. Gershon Yabusele out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Hart in at the small forward position. San Antonio's gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. The shot by Johnson, no good. And for New York, they're shooting incredibly well. 63% and really making their shots count. Pass to Hart. Down low. Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Yeah, Mitchell Robinson, if you fail to get a body on him, he will go to the offensive glass and make you pay.
Well, the painted area is really where Mitchell Robinson thrives for us.
He might be the best offensive rebounder in the game, and his ability to do
Here's Vassell. After New York picked up the three with their last shot. Bridges with it. Got guarded by Wembanyama. Hart from long range. That shot missing.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Vassell's shot is good.
And Vassell can get that shot anytime he wants.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. 6-point game. Well, they've got the Bulls ahead of them next in Chicago. It's the last meeting in a 4-game road trip. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Knicks are able to play 5 out. And Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Our TVA.
Tons of space. Allie, thanks for the report. The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. From deep, Wembanyama. Sure, from 3-point range. And now just a 3-point New York lead.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama. A big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
New York no good that time either. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Hart with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively.
Bridges is a team-first guy. Passes on time and on target.
3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Pass to Harper. Lets the three fly. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Robinson, a screen on Vassell. Hart passes to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Yeah, good awareness by Mitchell Robinson. Reads the coverage and capitalizes as a roller.
From Pete Johnson. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Yabusele. Now here's Bridges. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Shannon. He's got 5. Back to Yabusele. Driving inside. And Yabusele slams it in.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
So for the Knicks, Towns, he's checked in for Robinson, and Brunson is subbed in for Yabusele. Vassell, he's open. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 on the floor.
Well, he's so smooth on his catch-and-shoot jump shots, and Vassell has a natural rhythm on him, too.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, guys, the Knicks look to go a little deeper down their bench this season. To that end, they signed veterans Jordan Clarkson and Gershon Yabusele. They fortified their reserves, and they hope it will bolster their roster for another deep playoff.
Put him in good position. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Olenek's checked in for Cornette. Bryant comes in for Johnson. Waters is checked in for Vassell. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Harper. And a switch here also for New York. Yabusele's checked in.
How about the slot by Olenek? Nice defensive play. At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved in his win struggle?
Ooh, it's Towns with the finish.
Wow, the size and speed of Towns, a natural-born highlight reel.
What a sensational move captured from the connected can. Sponsored by AT&T.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
For New York, they've gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. Shannon, basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 6 assists now in the game. Tries it from 19. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Wembanyama's got 7 points for the quarter. Yabusele outside. No good with the triples.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now. Looking a little out of sorts.
Pass to Waiters. San Antonio moving the ball around. Back to Castle. This one for 3. Jalen Brunson grabs the miss. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. Hart from long range. That one's off. He's 1 for 6.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end. He cannot find a bucket for that. Well, he's giving that good a look. He is going to typically make you pay.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Brunson misses.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Pass to Bryant. Beyond the arc. He buries it from 3. Bryant's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's the Spurs up by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
Checking out New York. You can think you know your team, but you have no idea until the real game begins.
You don't have to be a finished product right now, right out the gate. Just set the table early and build from there.
Now let's change gears back to the New York Knicks, who find themselves in a tightly contested ball game.
One thing I'll say, they've been poised with the ball. Keep turnovers down, allows you to level up.
Yeah, hard to gain momentum when you're giving away possessions. Mistake-free play has them in the lead. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
This second half of our Halloween broadcast going. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
And New York has possession. They trail by 3. And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, B.A., you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
They've got Castle. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Kelly Olynyk and Bryant in at the power forward position. They're the group for Mitch Johnson starting the second half.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. Boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Incredible game. This lead has been exchanged 8 times.
Tremendous show of will and resilience on both sides.
Now here's Bridges. Towns on the screen. 5 on the clock. Shannon, no good. San Antonio has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Waters. And a miss there.
Happy Halloween.
The Knicks have got 2 of 3.
What's up, Daniel? Happy Halloween.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Yama easily wipes that shot away. Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. They're still trying to get their legs under them.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
And you look at Brunson, listed at 6'2". You wouldn't think he'd be such a handful inside doors.
Handful might be an understatement, B.A. He is a nightmare, free throw line and down. Why? because he has moves and then counter moves.
What's up with my
I don't care what
defense?
kind of defense you play, the guy will be able to get off a shot, and most often it's going to go in.
And once again, off the mark by San Antonio.
So good.
It's Bridges on the wing.
And here they come. Shit. 7th spot. Pick him up. Sell like that there.
Another three.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
Shot itself to run.
There you go.
It's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
You know, that was an excellent play right there. Using his strength to power through contact.
Look at who's out there now for San Antonio. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Bryant. Devin Vassell comes in for Olynyk. And it's Harper in for Waters. Now here's Bridges. 6 points for him.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
The three, Vassell. And counted. Now 5 for 7.
And Harper doesn't kind of do too much by himself. I mean, if he spots an open teammate, he'll move it on.
And here's Brunson from the arc. San Antonio with a rebound. Here's Harper. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists tonight.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Outside Anunoby. From outside the arc. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
To the inside. Stolen by Anunoby. Fast break. Here comes New York. It's Shannon on the wing. He's guarded by Kessler. Shannon, no good. Spurs trail by 4. Here's Harper. And he comes in for the dunk.
And this guy knows what to do. Get Harper the ball. I mean, watch him put in the points tonight.
Brunson passes to Anunoby. Now Towns. Covered by Wembanyama. Out to Bridges. Here's Shannon. And the three-pointer off the mark. San Antonio is going 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Wembanyama no good. For New York, they've gone 7 of 13 in the second half. Pass to Brunson. Launches it. Barnes with the rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
For the lead. It's rebounded by New York. And for all the optimism, Grant, the Spurs. Unreal.
Karl Anthony Towns putting on a show on the offensive end of the floor. Legit 3-level score, and he's got it all working.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Pass to Barnes.
Keep turning the ball over.
Here's Towns.
Damn.
Towns drops the hammer.
Mr. Towns can hurt you from anywhere, and that includes putting it on your head.
Got that real quick. Kessler's got 9 points. And here are the Knicks now. 3-point lead. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Harper misses. New York has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the arc since the break. And they can't get it to go. When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A. Playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up.
Now here's Brunson. And it's Stephon.
Oh, they don't have the other guy on the roster. Waiters can shoot a little bit. I like that. Windy out for a minute. They done took his size down. He is normally like 6. He like 6, 8. I don't know if he go from 6'8" to 6'6". He's shrinking.
Paso with a foul. That's his first foul. "16 seconds left in the third quarter. Brunson against Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. New York shooting their first free throws of the night right here. This one falls for them. New York making a switch here. No free throws. Good from Brunson. There's 6 seconds left in the third. Puts up a 3. And Johnson is good for 3. Johnson's got his second bucket on the night. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for New York. He had solid production this quarter with scoring and rebounding. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and you did just that.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Could be an exciting finish. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. They got Josh Hart, Gershon Yabusele out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Shannon in at the point guard position.
Clarkson leaving no doubt with that finish, folks.
Johnson passes to Barnes. Back to Johnson. Off target with the 3. Clarkson with the ball. He's picked up by Vassell. And there's Clarkson. That one's good. On the assist from Hart. And now it's a 6-point New York lead. Pass to Cornette. Here's Barnes. Off target from outside. And the Knicks shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. It's Hart on the wing. Three-pointer. Sinks it from distance.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
3 from Barnes. Drops in the 3.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Clarkson for 3. And again, New York with the triple.
That is how you respond to 1-3 on one end. Clarkson with a tray of his own. Go ahead, Jordan.
Vassell can't get it to go.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Here's Barnes. No good on the 3. Pass to Shannon. And here's Yabusele. Uncovered. And it's New York scoring again.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Here's Waters. The 3 is up. The rebound by Yabusele. Yabusele's got his 4th rebound in this one. Back to Shannon. Pass to Hart. Now here's Towns. Cornette defending.
Phenomenal defense. The long arms of Vassell helping him come up with that block.
Fires for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
And some changes here for New York. Anunoby, he's checked in for Yabusele. Mikal Bridges comes in for Hart. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Clarkson. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan of his team. He told his guys, quote, "Do not get complacent. No coasting to the finish line here. Stay on the gas, keep the energy up, and close it out." Coach doesn't just want them to hang on to this lead. He wants them to extend it.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Vassell. The three. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
Johnson gives them a huge lift when he's creating for his teammates. It takes their offense up a notch.
Towns outside. Deflected. And they recover it. Towns is free on Johnson. Here's Towns. From downtown. Ooh, range one in from deep.
Well, it's a second three, first of this half, though.
Now Johnson. Stolen by Bridges. And they're on the break. Brunson. The three is in. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And they've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy runs, that's big time.
It's money from deep.
Well, how about that quick three response by Mikal Bridges?
Stolen by Bridges. Fast break. Here comes New York. Defended. Oh, what a play. Coast to coast. He was coming in hot.
Smart, get out in front, finish the break with authority.
I don't think anyone was catching him on that play. That was unbelievable. Well, you allow a shooter of this caliber to get that good a look at good night.
Johnson with the rebound.
It's just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Barnes. Yes. Breaking the layup.
Harrison's arms cooking a little bit. I like the aggression we're seeing out of him.
Now Towns. Oh, the slam. Off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
It's off.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
His production has been unbelievable. A testament to how much he cares about his craft.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Knicks.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Graham. Competitive game, they battled through every step of the way.
And B.A., can you say big-time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well-deserving of this win.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next two times these squads meet.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Karl Anthony Towns.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Here's Brunson. San Antonio getting their last shot to go.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Brunson looks it over. And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.